Thinking of becoming self-employed in Switzerland? You may have heard one simple rule. You need at least 3 clients, and then SUVA will accept you. That is not completely true. There is no single Swiss law saying that exactly 3 clients automatically make you self-employed. But having fewer than 3 clients can be a serious warning sign. And if most of your income comes from one company, the authorities may decide that you are economically dependent on that company. In Switzerland, the name written on your contract is not what decides your status. Calling yourself a subcontractor, opening a sole proprietorship, sending invoices, or paying your own social contributions is not enough. The authorities look at how you actually work. A genuinely self-employed person normally works in their own name and on their own account. They decide how the work is organized, set their own prices, find their own customers, carry the risk of unpaid invoices, pay their own business costs, and are not integrated into another company's organization. Several clients are important because they show that your business can survive without one company. But 3 clients are not a magic number. 3 small invoices created only for an application will not automatically prove independence. The full business model matters. The risk is especially high in construction. Imagine you open a sole proprietorship as a roofer, plasterer, electrician, or installer. One large company sends you to its construction sites. You work with its team, follow its schedule, receive instructions from its site manager, and invoice only the hours you worked. Even if you have your own tools and write subcontractor on the invoice, SUVA may classify you as an employee of that company for this activity. SUVA explains that sole proprietors working as subcontractors in construction are usually treated as employees when the contracting company mainly uses them as labor. The situation becomes stronger for self-employment when you have a real business organization. For example, you own or rent significant machinery and commercial vehicles. You buy materials at your own expense. You have your own workshop or business premises. You employ workers. You advertise your services, negotiate complete jobs, accept responsibility for defects, and invoice customers directly for the final result. Direct customers are extremely important. If a homeowner hires you to repair a roof, you calculate the price, buy the materials, organize the work, carry the risk, and invoice the homeowner directly. This looks much more like genuine self-employment. Switzerland also allows what SUVA calls double status. You can be treated as an employee for one part of your work and as self-employed for another part. For example, an electrician who invoices only working hours to one construction company may be classified as that company's employee. But when the same electrician finds private customers, advertises independently, organizes the jobs, and invoices those customers directly, those jobs may be recognized as self-employed activity. So the decision is not always made once for your entire company. Different activities and different client relationships can be assessed separately. How do you get recognized? You first apply to the responsible AHV compensation office. If your activity belongs to an industry covered by SUVA, such as many construction activities, the documents are forwarded to SUVA for the status assessment. They may ask for contracts, quotations, invoices, proof of several clients, receipts for tools and vehicles, advertising, a website, business insurance, material purchases, and evidence that you have already started trading. This is important. A business plan alone is usually not enough. You normally need evidence of real activity, such as signed contracts and invoices. Before applying, prepare your case properly. Try to have several genuine clients. Do not depend almost completely on one company. Send written quotations in your own name. Agree prices yourself. Invoice customers directly. Keep proof of tools, vehicles, materials, advertising, insurance, and business expenses. Show that you can accept or refuse jobs and organize your own working time. Also remember the legal form. If you operate as a sole proprietorship, the authorities assess whether you are genuinely self-employed. But if you create a GmbH or an AG and work for your own company, you are normally treated as an employee of that company for social insurance purposes. What happens if SUVA refuses your self-employed status? For the activity in question, you may be classified as an employee. The contracting company can then be required to declare the payments as wages and pay accident insurance and social insurance contributions, potentially retroactively. SUVA may generally treat invoice amounts as salary, except for properly documented expenses such as actual material or travel.